Everyone and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where today it is time to take care of our level 25 Thaumaturgy quest. This is our last level 25 class quest, so I'm excited because that means we are quickly coming up on the transition from classes to jobs, and that is going to be a great time. Also, the conclusion of all the class quests arcs are very good, I think, for the most part. I can't think of any that I don't like. Hello there, Cocobusi! So, as a refresher of what's been happening in the Thaumaturgy plotline, the Thaumaturgist Guild is run by a whole bunch of siblings. They have one sibling who is not so good at thaumaturgy. Specifically, they're a little bit frail and they don't have the mana to properly do thaumaturgy without putting their life in danger. However, they feel incredibly left out and looked down upon by their siblings, so they went and accidentally got a void scent to possess them, and now the void scent is using their body to wreak havoc all across the area, with a whole bunch of murders and serial killings going on now. So that's lovely. Cocobusi, how can I help? Guildmaster Cocobusi wishes to enlist your assistance. Satora, I saw you coming this time. I've been more watchful since Cocobusi told us about that dreadful business with Cocobusi. We must locate our unfortunate younger sibling as soon as possible and deal with him. But Cocobusi is not his usual unflappable self. It frightens me to see our eldest so indecisive. Terrifies me, in fact. Perhaps you might speak with him and help banish this air of uncertainty. Yeah, I imagine everyone's probably feeling more than a little unnerved by what's happened. Satora, long have I agonized over Cocobusi's plight, and the measures I might take to extricate him from it. It would not do to call upon my thaumaturge colleagues. No, they would simply seek to obliterate my brother outright. Our teachings from the Yawning Abyss allow for no other alternative. There is, however, one tiny glimmer of hope. I've had word that the scholars who requested the destruction of Mormo's urn have returned from their expedition. They are currently in Camp Drybone blowing the ink dry on their collective findings regarding that wretched void scent. I would ask that you go to these experts of otherworldly phenomena and beg permission to peruse their work. That is a good idea. If we go learn about Mormo, the void scent which has possessed Cocobusi, then perhaps we can learn a way to extract the void scent and save the youngest of the siblings. So, off to Drybone. Alright, made it to Camp Drybone. Let's go talk with the scholars who've been investigating Mormo. Looks like we've actually got one up on the roof, so I should probably climb up there first. Hello there. Twitching Voidmouth, are you called? Or Voidmath. Are you okay? You're interested in reading our Book of Mormo? Of course. It would be a pleasure to share our findings with a fellow student of the Void Scent. Here is the first chapter, mine own humble contribution to our research. It tells the tale of how we became aware of the creature's existence and delves into the nature of the urn that imprisoned her fell power. Okay. It seems like investigating or being in contact with Void Scent probably messes someone up. I am very confused by what's happening in here. What is Dip the Wick, and why does it sound like it's probably... Okay, yep, no, I figured out what they're talking about. Nope, I'm not interested today. Okay, here we go. Smirking Voidmath, you'll have another chapter of the Book of Mormo. Wait, oh my god, is that a reference to Matt and Trey? Their play that they made? If you seek the definitive work on Mormo, then seek no further. I have penned an in-depth analysis of a most cunning ritual, a method contrived by the mages of Eld to annihilate the soul of this especially potent void scent. Ooh! When it comes to draining such a creature of its etheric energies, one must... but I have not the time to stand here explaining the intricacies of shaping arcane pottery. Here, take my chapter and read it at your leisure. That is going to be very helpful. Sealing away Mormo is good. I mean, yes, it could be like a reference to the actual Book of Mormon, but it seems more likely with how this game does things that it's going to be a reference to Matt and Trey's play the Book of Mormon. Where is the last Void Math? Are you in the inn? No, does not seem like it. God, it really caught me off guard a little bit ago when we got the first chapter. I did not expect to run into someone just straight up asking, an NPC straight up asking if I want to have sex. That is unexpected. Hello there, flustered Void Math. You wish to learn of Mormo? Right this instant, but we've barely... How did you... Well, I suppose I could spare a copy of my writings. I've already prepared several extra sets to share with potential publishers. I can well understand your curiosity. Mormo is truly fascinating, even among the oddities of the Void Scent. She is far too powerful to make use of the tiny holes that open between our realities, and thus must tend across only her spirit to possess a corpse or some other suitable host. You'll find it all explained there in the second chapter. Okay, this is all very good info. I'm particularly interested in that third chapter about banishing Mormo, but it'll all be helpful. So back to the Thaumaturge's Guild we go. Alright, Cocobusi, I returned with the Book of Mormo, and it sounds like there might be some really good info in here. Do you have the 3 chapters of the Book of Mormo? I do indeed. The histories unearthed in the ruins of Sildid depict the suffering wrought by a singularly powerful void scent, the cunning and terrible seductress known as Mormo. With genius born of desperation, the mages of the now fallen city fashioned an urn that would drain and imprison the etheric vitality of any creature that laid a hand or claw upon it. Mormo, believing she was receiving a gift of appeasement from the beleaguered citizens, found her very essence drawn and forth and trapped within the ensorcelled pot. Over the course of several centuries, the captive etheric energy was intended to weaken and dissipate, allowing any surviving descendants to safely shatter the urn and thus destroy Mormo's enervated spirit. The pot's lid was never to be opened again. To do so would release a ravenous void scent, freeing her soul to enslave the nearest mortal vessel. As possession of this nature is irreversible, the only mercy afforded such a host should be a swift and decisive demise. Fuck. This explains Mormo's fixation on Thaumaturge's side. Cocobusi's body provided a little arcane sustenance for the weakened void scent, forcing her to prey upon richer sources of ether to restore her hideous power. This morsel of information may prove most vital. In fact, it may be the only glimmer of hope our poor sibling has. Pray hand this work over to Cocobusi. I shall be along momentarily. Do you have an idea on how we can use that to save them? Here you go, Cocobusi. Ugh. This is a work devoted to studying that nasty void scent. I should hope it provides some hint of salvation. You'll know better than me. Cocobusi, these passages hold naught but misery and despair. It seems we have little choice but to employ our traditional approach. Though fraught with danger, there is one solution that promises an alternative to killing Cocobusi. If we fail, however, it will likely mean death for us all. High risk! Alright, what's the plan? Who is this mad mage that poses our eldest brother? What of avoiding the threats? Of eliminating the risks? Is that not how we thaumaturges do battle? With each passing moment, Mormo draws ever closer to her full strength. It pains me to even suggest it, but we should strike now, Cocobusi, while the void scent is yet feeble. I share that self-same sentiment. Sorrowful though it may be, we must slay our enslaved sibling, and soon. Listen, brothers, for my solution is thus. In return for releasing Cocobusi from Mormo's thrall, I will offer the void scent the chance to glut herself on my mana. Ah. Ooh, I think I see where you're going with this. You cannot. That succubus will drain you to a lifeless husk, and such a feast will awaken all her terrible magics. The well of my power is vast. I wager Mormo's thirst will be slaked before my spirit fully runs dry. And the newly enlivened void scent? She will then face the combined wrath of Satora and 4 guildmasters of thaumaturgy. That's not the plan I was hoping for. So, you're consenting to die in exchange for not having to murder your youngest brother. That's understandable. How can we hope to prevail against this paragon of preternatural potency? We've always avoided adversaries against whom we held no advantage. The fault lies with me. Ever have I encouraged such avoidance and taught only the wisdom of certain victory. It is time we learn the courage to fight battles of unsure outcome. And it is you, Satora, that I must ask to instruct us. There is yet one chapter left in the Yawning Abyss, one that is customarily hidden from newer members. Undertake the trial found within and show my brothers what it means to be brave. How can you ask such a thing of poor Satora when even her guildmasters have yet to attempt that ghastly test? Oh, interesting. The arcane might you all possess is far greater than you believe. Satora, once you deem yourself prepared for the lesson of the true final chapter, meet us in the hallowed hall of Thal's Respite. A chapter that even the guildmasters have not studied. Alright then. Off we go to Thal's Respite, which is going to take us across Highbridge. Alright, I have crossed Highbridge. We are a little ways into the Wellwick Wood, and Thal's Respite's going to be up here just before the entrance to South Shroud. In fact, I believe we've been to the entrance of Thal's Respite before, but we haven't been in there. When we were doing side quests at Highbridge, some of the side quests brought us over to that building right there. Well, the entrance to Thal's Respite is right here, right next to it. So let's get in there and talk to Cocobusi about this final trial. And we have a duty coming up. Yeah, I'll eat some food. Let's eat some food. Let's see, do we have anything that's good for... Oh, here we go, spell speed up. Don't mind if I do. And out of curiosity, with our spell speed buff, what is our cast time? 2.46. On my main account, on my Scholar, I have a 2.33 cast time for global cooldowns, which is really fast, let me tell you. I regret having to drag you into our family's troubles, but I am confident that, with the many and terrible trials you have bested already, you will prevail once more. The hidden chapter of the Yawning Abyss presents a trial that challenges the accumulated knowledge and skills of a single thaumaturge. You must employ all the tools at your disposal if you hope to seize victory this day. Let the trial commence. Let's do it. Alright, so what is this trial? There is no escape. Well, I sure would hope there would be an escape once we're done. Okay, so you're just gonna have us fight some enemies then. Got it. Okay, let's start with, please don't target the guildmasters. Try to keep your blood inside your body. Yeah, I'm doing my best here. Some patience would be nice. Yeah, we'll start off with thunder on each of them to make sure they're taking some nice dot damage. There we go. Got thunder on all of them. Now let's do our fire phase. I have a question. Is lucid dreaming actually useful for thaumaturge / black mage? Because the cycle is fire phase, you can't regenerate MP. While ice phase is you regenerate so quickly that I cannot begin to imagine that lucid dreaming would be useful. Granted, I very much don't play much of Thaumaturge or Black Mage at all on my main, so it's very likely that I'm just missing something, but people who do know a bit more about the job, please tell me, is lucid dreaming actually useful? Because it really doesn't seem like it. These enemies are so weak, they're going down in what feels like one hit. They are going down in one hit. Here, you know what? I do. Alright, no silence on me for you. Let's go ahead and use a Thunder 2. And we'll just start using our AoE attacks to hit them all. The Void Drosses are still going down in one hit. Incredible. Absolutely incredible. Are you sure this is much of a challenge, Guildmasters? This is... Alright, the final nightmare. What's our final test? A giant bug. You know what? Fair enough. We'll get a thunder on you. Oh crap. Move! Ah, good old slide casting. I love sometimes how the ping works in this game. High ping giving you actually a slight advantage on casts, while disadvantaging you heavily on AoEs. Okay, move, switch, addle you to make sure you're doing a little bit less damage. I mean, we're fine. We're not taking that much damage, but get another thunder on you as well. I just noticed that expired. I've got to pay more attention to that. That's 21 seconds. And gotcha! How is that, Guildmasters? I cannot stop shaking, but I think this may actually be excitement. Do you see now, my brothers? With the primal energies of thaumaturgy at your command, there is no threat which you cannot overcome. Perhaps there is a chance to save Cocobusi. I need to reconsider some of my strategies. It seems we've been wasting our potential. I would never have believed it possible for a mage to show such courage and live. That being said, the advice they give throughout the questline of caution is good. Mages tend to be pretty fragile, so ideally team up with a tank who's going to take the hits for you. But yeah, Black Mage is really powerful. What a wonder Satora was. I feel my fingers itching to fling fire with a fury. Imagine, my siblings, what towering enemies you might topple should you stand firm, together. Oh, don't phrase it like that, Cocobuki. You're not gonna die either. Thank you, Satora. Your inspiring display of magecraft has set the minds of my brothers reeling with new possibilities. Let us now return to the guild and discuss what is to come. Alright then, I will meet you back at the Thaumaturge's Guild then. Alright, Cocobuki, I'm back, and I see you all got here as well safely. Excellent. What a formidable team you all shall make. Cocobaigo, Cocobani, Cocobezi, Cocoboha, Satora. Even Mormo must wither before the onslaught of your combined thaumaturgy. Cocobuki, please stop. Come on. You know as well as I do that there's another way. Hell, you were halfway to that strategy. Just read the book again. But before we engage the Void Sim, perhaps some time is needed for my brothers to unlearn their ingrained inclinations. Meanwhile, I suggest you hurl yourself into the chasm of your studies. Your fearless thaumaturgy is as a beacon to us all. Well, hopefully you figure it out by the time we come back to finish this. Let's see. I believe I have something better on the body, which also covers headpiece, so I'm gonna go with the money. And that bumps us to level 28, which also means we can equip some new, a new weapon, as well as some new jewelry. I believe which we all crafted as goldsmith last time, which is nice. Awesome. Actually, what is our item level? 24 now. And what is that trait we just got? Thundercloud. That's probably an improvement to our thunder. 10% chance that after each DOT tick inflicted by Thunder or Thunder 3, 3% for Thunder 2 or Thunder 4, the next Thunder will add its full DOT amount to its initial damage, have no cast time, and cause no MP. Oh, I remember this ability. This is nice. Basically, a good chance that your dots will inflict massive dot damage for free and let you just keep stacking it over and over, which is really funny. So then, it is time to work on the hunting log, and our hunting log is going to primarily be taking us to Southern Thanalin, where 3 of our 5 targets are there. Alright, arriving in Southern Thanalin, our first target's going to be Potter Wasp Swarms, of which we need to fight 4, and it looks like just in general we need to fight 4 of every target, so I'm not going to read off the numbers, just what we're fighting. Okay, let's switch over to ice so we can get that MP refilled as we're making our way over to the next Potter Wasp Swarm. And yeah, they're generally all along the west side of Little Alamigo, so not too hard to find them. Though a few are definitely scattered among the Pisces, which can be a little bit annoying / dangerous. Oh, I should have cast Thunder. Oh well. Alright, there's 2 of 4. There's number 3 up there. Here, if we can lure you away from the Pisces. Oh my god, the Pisces coming with it. Lovely. Here, you eat a Thunder as well. Now, hopefully we'll get lucky on our Thunder ticks, though it's not entirely likely. What was the exact odds that it listed? I'll need to double check that. Okay, back to Ice Phase. And I'm gonna, oops, not Adventure Play. I'm gonna double check that percent chance. 10% chance on Thunder and Thunder 3. So yeah, it'll take, on average, 10 ticks to get that Thundercloud to pop, and we're killing them way faster than they can get 10 ticks. Yeah, I'm just gonna slip through. It's fine. They can follow me if they want. I'm gonna Thunder the Potter Wasp Swarm and then keep moving. Oh, here we go, and it pops. And yeah, I think when that Thundercloud pops, it might be best to just use it right away. That seems like the best course of action. It'll refresh, instant cast, no MP cost. It basically becomes an off GCD massive damage, which refreshes the dot. I don't see any downside to immediately using that. Alright, now that those are done, our next target is going to be members of the Corpse Brigade. We're gonna go fight some Corpse Brigade Knuckle Dancers. So, those are gonna be up over here at the Sepulchre. Let's get hiking. Oh, and nice, there's Potter Wasp Swarms all over Little Alamigo, it looks like. Didn't need to run through the Pisces, but oh well. And I just remembered that they are technically pasties, because that's the pun they make in one of the fates. Or pastes. I guess that last E might be straight up silent, which would make a lot more sense, but... Okay, here we go. Got a Knuckle Dancer there. Alright, back to ice, and let's go find our next one. No, Fire Dancer, back off. I'll fight you if I have to, but I'd rather not. Okay, yeah, they're not gonna leave me alone. This might be a little bit dangerous. Doing a little bit more damage than I would have liked because dang Fire Dancer coming in. Okay, you die. You need to die now. You need to die yesterday, actually. Okay, recast Thunder because that's about to fall off. Back to ice. Yeah, like I said, Thaumaturge, and really all the mages. Powerful, but fragile. So, thank you so much, Borbiorka. You are my hero. Thank you for coming in and saving my ass. I probably should have waited till I was fully recovered, but as long as we're fighting just the one, it should be fine. Okay, one more to go. You will do nicely. Alright, and that finishes off our work against the Corpse Brigade. Okay, mark that off on my list. Next up, we're gonna need to fight some fire sprites. And there are probably some up here in the northern end of South Thanalan, but it looks like I'm being recommended to go all the way down to the south. Coordinates we're looking for are 1320. So, in here. Okay, in that case, I'll just show the whole route, since that's not too far away. But yeah, we're gonna need to go fight 4 fire sprites. Okay, let's see. What's the best path to take from here? I think that western bridge, yeah. Head over to the west, cross that bridge, and then it's into that cave right there to find our fire sprites. And yeah, we are just south of Little Alamiko, to be 100% certain on where we're located. We got level 30s around here too, lovely. Ah, but I see fire sprites ahead. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Alright, there we go. That wasn't too bad. And as long as it's one at a time, they're not doing too much damage to me, so that's really nice. Alright, there's number 2. Glad I got that transposed in just before that ice phase popped off so we could go right into fire phase. That was fortunate. That was very fortunate indeed. Okay, back to ice, and where's number 3? They're pretty sparse in this area, actually. Here we go, there's number 3. Also, anglers, you are passive. Good. Oh, crap. Ah, I didn't get a chance to switch over to fire phase. I should have done that before casting thunder. Okay, one more to go. Where's our final fire sprite? Is it in here? Or are we too far at this point? Yeah, I believe we are too far, because at this point, there should be... Yeah, there's a gatekeep back there. If we talk to them, they actually give us a shortcut down to... right over here, actually. They'll pop us out here, and then it's a quick walk down to the Forgotten Springs, which I don't think we've been to before. Yeah, I don't think we've been there before. Okay, one more fire sprite. They should be respawned at this point, or at least the one by the entrance should be. Here we go. Okay, and that finishes off the fire sprites. Excellent. 2 targets left, and the first one's gonna be taking us to Eastern Thanalan. Alright, here in Eastern Thanalan, we are crossing High Bridge as usual, once again. Everything seems to be just on the other side of High Bridge lately. Well, rather, there's a lot that's just on the other side of High Bridge. And just over here, we see our targets immediately. Our next targets as Thaumaturge are Furbles. Hello there, Furbles. So, let's get to work hunting 4 of them. Ooh, got a pop on that Thundercloud immediately. Oh, I found a disadvantage of Thundercloud. It technically counts as the GCD, so that's slightly unfortunate. If I combine that with using Swift Cast, that might be good, but... Yeah, actually, that might be a good idea since I'm not a healer. I don't have Resurrection. I'm not really saving it for that to be careful. That could be a good idea. Ah, these furballs are nice and easy. Why are they so easy? They're the level 27 hunting log entry. They shouldn't be this easy. Oh, and our Thundercloud popped just a little too late for me to use it. Alright, our last target for the Thaumaturge hunting log through level 30 is going to be in the Central Shroud. So I will meet you over at... let's go with Bent Branch Meadows. Alright, our final hunting log target for the day is going to be in an area which we've been to repeatedly for hunting logs, but never in the main story, so I'm going to show the route to get there. Coming out of Bent Branch, we're going to be taking a left, heading to the west and up the Matron's Lethe, which is the giant route connecting the lower part of the Central Shroud to the upper northwestern part. Climbing up here, we're going to be arriving in the Sorrel Haven, and from there we want to head south to Hopeseed Pond. Alright, where are we gonna find these enemies? We are specifically looking for Stropers, which are big, menacing, and I am admittedly a little tiny bit nervous, but I think we'll be fine. Let's head down... No, not that road. Let's jump over to this road and keep heading this way. Here we go. Hopeseed Pond, and I see the Stropers. They're marbles. They're marble type enemies. They are big and more than a little ugly. So, Stroper, let's do this. Definitely want to cast Saddle on you. Make sure you are doing minimal damage to me if possible. Though Addle admittedly only really reduces magic damage, I believe, and I don't think you have too much of that. Though they did add the icons to show what type of damage is being done, so I should probably pay attention to that. That could be helpful. Ooh, we can pop a Thundercloud on you. And then over to Ice. Move! Get out of the bad breath. Oh no, it got me. It just barely got me. Oh, this is bad. Oh, this is quite bad, actually. Oh, please help. Okay, we've got... Oh, it might be better to just straight up run. Yeah, I'm gonna run. Getting hit by that bad breath hits you with a lot of penalties. Like, a lot of penalties. Okay, here we go. It died. Thank goodness. Whew, that was ugly. Okay, I need to fight 2 more Stropers. Our debuffs are all gone. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's just be careful not to get hit by that bad breath again. Oh, I just barely got nicked by it too. I was just about out of that AoE. Oh, here we go. Wow, and I was too panicked to even pay attention to what type of damage it was doing. Okay, 1 more Stroper to go. Okay, I'm thinking I'm gonna move right off the bat. I'm surprised. There we go. There's the bad breath I was expecting. Okay, honestly, not too bad as long as you don't get hit by the bad breath. Oh, I just barely missed my chance to get that food bonus on the very last entry in the hunting log. Oh, so close. But that finishes up our hunting log through level 30 and hits us up to level 29. And with that, we now have every class at level 28 or higher. And because we are quickly coming up on our level 30 class quests, I'm probably going to need to do some leveling roulettes to get everyone up. We have some time, I have some time, it's not going to be too big of a deal. I can definitely get there, but we're finally there. Finally time for those leveling roulettes. So then, we're going to finish off today's episode with one last little thing. This was a mistake. We're alive though. Between episodes, I did do some Grand Company leave quests to get those caught up and try and get some experience on my combat classes. And I now have enough Serpent Seals for us to finally hop up to the next rank in the Twin Adder. No, I don't want to go back to Bent Branch. Okay, let's see. Back to Gridano we go, and we can finally reach the next rank. Oh, I was looking at my notes and not paying attention to the path, and now we're in the water. Oh god. Please, please, Behemoth. I know your legs are big enough that you can just crawl out of there easily. But yeah, let's finish off today by getting up to the next rank. To get to this next rank, we only need 4,000 serpent seals. We have just over that, so we're golden. And that will give us, I believe, a 25,000 serpent seal cap. So that'll be really helpful as I'm going through the leveling roulettes, because leveling roulettes do give us serpent seals. So yeah, especially if I'm going in as adventure in need, we could be building up seals quite quickly. And our next tier of the Twin Adder is going to require a little bit more than just having enough seals to buy our way up. So it's going to be good to have that higher cap. Oh, and we've got a new feature available too. I will have to check that out at some point. But for now, I'm ready for a promotion. Your present rank is Serpent Private First Class. In order to be promoted to Serpent Corporal, you must fulfill the following requirements. We need 4,000 seals. We've got that. In the sight of the elementals, I hereby confer upon you the rank of Serpent Corporal and all rights and privileges associated with the title. Go forth and do that which brings peace to the Twelveswood and honor to our name. Thank you so much. But yeah, in order to get to the next rank, in addition to 5,000 serpent seals, we're also going to need to finish off the first tier of the hunting log for the Twin Adder. We still got a couple more enemies to go. We'll be fighting this one soon enough. We will very possibly be going after this one soon enough as well, but that might be soon, might take a little while. It's at least going to be a couple weeks before we get to either of these. But for now, at the very least, we are now Serpent Corporal, so that's exciting. And with that, next time on Final Fantasy XIV, it is going to be a Sunday episode. But don't just tune out of the Sunday episode because it's a Sunday episode. We're unlocking an important feature which we're going to be using regularly for the rest of the game. In addition to that, we're going to actually be unlocking a few things. Some minor, some a bit more major. Tomorrow's side questing episode is going to be pretty exciting. So, I will see everyone next time as we try to clear out the South Shroud's side quest, as well as some more side quests just all over the place in the Black Shroud. I'll see everyone next time for that.